Yes, good afternoon and welcome to this webinar on OTT communications. My name is Mark Newman. I'm Chief Research Officer at Informa Telecoms Media, and I'm joined by my colleagues Pamela Clark-Dixon and Daniel Talmesio, and they've been tracking this area solidly for the last couple of years. In terms of definitions, when we look at OTT, we think about OTT media and OTT communications. This is about OTT communications, and by that we mean OTT voice and messaging services. And I think it's fair to say that over the last 2 to 3 years it's emerged as the biggest single threat to the operator business moving forward, as we're seeing increasing numbers of people using messaging and voice services as an alternative to telco services. You might well have seen us appear in the press in the last couple of months. Some of our data tracking demonstrated that total number of chat messages overtook SMS sometime during 2012. I'm now going to hand you over to Dario Talmesio, and Dario is going to start the session looking at some of the operational OTT issues. Over to you, Dario.
Thank you very much, Mark. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, everybody from across the globe joining us for this webinar this afternoon. As Mark highlighted, this is a study that we have conducted over the past couple of years on an ongoing basis on the threat of OTT communication for a service provider. Although there is a recent twist onto the market development, and we are now wondering to what extent OTT can be monetized by both OTT players and operators. Briefly, the agenda of the day will cover OTT business models and success stories, the impact of the OTT business on the mobile markets, operator strategies for developing their own OTT-like services, and potential for OTT monetizations opportunities. And then we will conclude with some of Informa recommendations, and we'll open up to Q&A.
And so we think we'll be at about an hour, I think, so the presentation probably 40 minutes or so. Anytime we have, we'll take questions. So if you want to feed your questions in on an ongoing basis, that would be very helpful.